Man United won, Bournemouth won. We didn't lose. We didn't lose in the Premier League for once. Oh my God. Let's get the confetti out because United moved 15th into the Premier League. But no, let's just analyse this game and talk about it. I mean, first half, there was quite a few incidents where we can actually dissect, but it looked all Bournemouth at first. Obviously, their aggressive press, how intense they were. They're one of the best sides in the league when it comes to aggressive intent, when it comes to pressing in against oppositions. However, the game for me, the pundits said that the game changed when their striker got sent off. I don't know if they were watching a different game or anything, but they only had one shot on target. Yeah, they were aggressive when they were pressing us and putting us under pressure and stuff, but as far as I'm aware, they didn't really create anything major, apart from that free kick as well, where it hit the post. But, I didn't really fear Bournemouth today. Obviously, going forward, they looked really confident, looked really strong, but they created now. Genuinely. United as well, we had, over 20 shots? We had, 6 or 7 shots on target? United played well, I thought. And, obviously, going down a goal, I don't know what you want to say about that. It was, let's actually rewind it a second, because literally moments before Bournemouth score their goal, Adams, is it Tyler Adams, their midfielder, puts in probably one of the worst challenges I've ever seen in my life. Garnacho, who normally dives and exaggerates a little bit, you can tell when a player's hurt. You can tell when a player gets actually took out. And that's what happened to Garnacho. That was a stonewall red card. And you know what? It was a more of a red card than the other one, when they actually did get sent off. I can't remember what's his name. Is it Everson or Evelinson or something like that? I don't know his name. But they should have had 2 red cards in this game. It was absolutely poor from the referee today. I get it. They're aggressive in the press, but they were almost violent at one point. They kept kicking Garnacho. They kept bullying our players. I'm not going to sit here and cry about how we got out-muscled today, because there were a lot of decisions where United were just too weak, almost. But the ref should have got a bit of more control of the game at some point, because there was 2 clear red card decisions that could have been made. The Dorgu one in the second half, he wins the ball, the player boots him, and then goes down because he's hurt himself, and Dorgu gets a booking for it. The ref had no control over today's game. But again, this shouldn't be surprised when I'm saying this, and when other fans will probably be saying this, that we don't care. It's the Premier League. It's done. Playing for pride anymore, does that really matter? For me, no. It really doesn't. On to Bilbao on Thursday. That's when the big game is. That's when everyone's going to be excited. That's when the players are going to be up for it. So the fact that Amorim went quite strong today, I was surprised about it, but, at the same time, I wasn't, because you're going to want to build momentum, aren't you? But, again, when Diogo Dalot is injured, and, he's now out for the season, or possibly, you're looking at it and you're like, do you want to risk anyone else? Maybe, maybe not. I expected at least Harry Amas, maybe Fredrickson to start today, but he didn't. One thing I can say, though, is that Mazraoui should not be a wing-back. Definitely not. I like Mazraoui, very intelligent footballer, very calm and collected on the ball. Keep him at right centre half, Amorim. He's not good enough to be a wing back. He doesn't have the energy, the relentlessness. He doesn't have the pace. There's a few moments where he was getting high up the pitch, and the Bournemouth winger or fullback in Kirkes were just leaving him for dead. Mazraoui was nowhere to be seen. He made a few challenges which earned Bournemouth a corner and stuff by getting back at times, but for pace he was left for dead every single time. So wing back, we've got to look at it and be like, it's probably going to be Patrick Dorgu at right wing back for the next few games, because Mazraoui can't play at right wing back in my opinion. But hey, you know what? I've given him a lot of stick, and it's time to talk about Rasmus HØJLUND. Now, he gets the goal. Fair play to him. And I'm not going to be gaslit about this and get excited that Rasmus HØJLUND scored a goal. It's his 4th goal in the Premier League this season. In 30 appearances? Is it 31, 32? I don't know how many appearances he's had in the league this season. 4 goals is definitely not good enough. We all know this. But I want to know, why did it take Chido Obi Martin to come on, right? And within 30 seconds of being on the pitch, he gets a shot and it's blocked. That was going on target. And then about 7-8 minutes later, he has a shot where Kepa forces it over the bar, right? So in the space of 8 minutes, he has 2 shots. And that somewhat sort of lit a spark in Rasmus HØJLUND to finally get himself a goal. Like, I'm not being funny, but this is why the fans are demanding for Obi Martin to start for United. Because he makes things happen. I don't care if he's not experienced. He makes things happen. Like, his hold-up play, receiving the ball. For that chance where he forced Kepa to save it, he literally is running through and telling him, pass me the ball. And whoever was it, Gatti or Bruno made a beautiful pass to him. And he has a good shot and it's saved. I don't care if Rasmus HØJLUND doesn't score. I don't, okay? But the frustrating part of it is that he doesn't shoot at all. Doesn't create chances for himself. Doesn't, like I said, he doesn't shoot. Like, if you can't shoot, you can't score. It's as simple as that. I don't care if Rasmus HØJLUND has 5 shots a game like Garnacho does, and they all go off target. If he's shooting, eventually one will fly in, right? But today, wasn't even a shot. He was being marked by Housen and sticks his foot out for Agate's pass. And it's a very lucky goal. And I don't want to criticise HØJLUND, but it wasn't like he took on the defender and shot like Obi Martin did. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's certain goals that you want to respect and have pedigree for. I mean, Rasmus HØJLUND does a point today, right? That made us go 15th. I can't say without laughing. But it's like, I feel sorry for him, but I'm just so frustrated with him at the same time. I do feel sorry for him, but you know what? I'm going to look at this on a positive side. I really hope that this just sparks something in him and he starts scoring now. Just, even if he can get 4 goals, 5 goals maybe at a push till the end of the season, that could be 4 or 5 goals that could win us the Europa League or get us something a bit more in the Premier League maybe. I don't know, but I just want United to win. That's all I want. And this season's been so depressing, so infuriating. And you know what? I don't normally criticise the captain in Bruno. Bruno's one of my favourite players, probably ever to put on the shirt for Manchester United. He's my favourite player in this team. I thought he was quite invisible today. I'm not going to lie. I did think that for Bruno's magnitude, what he brings to the team, he wasn't really at the races today. And you can let me know if you agree on that or not, but I just thought that it wasn't until towards the end of the game where he had that brilliant shot where it almost went top bins. Apart from that, I didn't really notice him do much today. He was losing the ball in the first half. He was getting out-muscled in the challenges in the first half especially. That first half wasn't a pretty sight, let's be honest. It really wasn't. And maybe them getting a red card changed the game a little bit and Bournemouth went a lot more defensive to try and hold on to that goal. But it's not like Bournemouth have bums up front. They have good attackers. They definitely could have got another second goal for them and won the game and then defended. You know, like, I just thought that, you know, you look at it and you're like, United had over 20 shots today, right? About 6 or 7 on target, like I've said. And we only scored 1 goal from it. And the 1 goal came very, very late. The decision-making certain players make is becoming frustrating. Now, long shots, I'm not too bothered about. Because if one flies in, you're celebrating like mad. You're going absolutely potty. Because everyone loves a screamer, don't we? We all do. We love it as a fans. Like, when a player scores a screamer, you want to score a screamer yourself. You want to boot something. Like, it makes you excited. Like, they're the type of goals everyone loves. However, it's the shooting when there's like 5 men in front of the ball. Garnacho, I'm looking at you. Like, that's the part that's infuriating for me when there are passes available. That's the only thing for me. But long shots, I'm not too bothered about them, to be honest. But you know what? Let's do the player ratings. I normally do this in a YouTube short, but we might as well do it in this one. So yeah, Andre Onana, I mean, getting beaten his near posts, not that good. I mean, I'll give him a 5. Let's just give him a 5. Backline, I thought it was solid today. I'll give him 6s. Mazraoui, I have criticised in this video. I will give him a 5. I just didn't think he was good at wing back. Dorgu, again, I'll give him a 6. I don't think he was particularly at the races today as well. Casemiro looked like he was struggling out there today with the intensity. For me, I'll give him a 5. Hopefully that he just looks a lot more comfortable and calm against Bilbao during the week. Bruno, I thought Bruno, like I said, I thought he was invisible, but he turned up towards the end of the game, but I'll give him a 6. Garnacho for me was our man of the match. You know, he was looking like he was the most dangerous player up front for us, creating numerous chances, threatening Bournemouth's back line. I'll give him a 6.5, so that tells you what type of performance it was at. Bloody hell. Mainu as well. I thought Mainu was good. I actually want to give Mainu a 7, which doesn't make sense because I'd give Garnacho my man of the match, if that makes sense. But I thought it was an overall performance. You know what? I'll give Garnacho a 7 as well, then. Scratch that. I'll give Garnacho a 7 and give Mainu a 7 as well. But Mainu, I just thought, you know, the way he was playing, like, he just Mainu. You can tell he's getting back to his best after that horrific injury. And that was my biggest concern after him returning from injury. I did think that Mainu would struggle getting back because he was out for quite some time. So I'm glad that Mainu is still coming back with confidence and that ability that we saw last season. And I really hope the same with Ahmad when he comes back from his injury, hopefully next week or the week after, where he can just be the Ahmad that was so terrifying for oppositions. And HØJLUND as well. I'll give HØJLUND a 6. Not because he didn't score. I just thought that apart from him scoring the goal, what did he do? Which is nothing, like every game. So yeah, I don't want to be criticism of him, but again, he did do now, didn't he? And that's what I mean. It wasn't until Obi Martin came on where HØJLUND actually remembered he was a striker and was almost like a fire was lit under him because Obi Martin was almost scoring a chance and having a shot on target because he was putting himself in the right positions. And I'm glad HØJLUND got his goal. I am glad he's got his goal, but you know, it wasn't until Obi Martin came on where you actually recognise HØJLUND was actually playing for us, to be honest. And the subs, yeah, Luke Shaw thought was all right, to be honest. I'll just give him all 6s. You know, yeah, I'll just give him all 6s, yeah, personally. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below in your player ratings. What do you think of the match? Who was your man of the match? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Glad to be back. I know I've not posted in a while, so I do appreciate everyone who stuck with me. It's just been a tough week for me, personally, this week. So, yeah, I appreciate every one of you that have stuck by me, shown support on the channel. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.